Hey guys, welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today, hi, Basecam, and today we're going to be talking about the newly released ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh and my reactions to it. I kind of had to jerry-rig this because my personal recording system doesn't record my browser, so yeah, I had to screenshot this. I tried not to look at anything uh, in this, but simply I did see a few things. So now let's get into this and see what's banned and everything. First up, we have in the newly forbidden Perform Pal Monkey Board and Kaiser Coliseum. I have no clue why they would ban that. I mean, I understand Monkey Board. I even said Monkey Board, but Kaiser Coliseum is kind of out of nowhere, and that's interesting. I never would have thought that Kaiser Coliseum would have been hit that hard instantly out of nowhere. It's kind of like with the Upstart. Alright. So that's it for the new Forbidden. Next up, we have newly limited Seer. Okay. Aether. I didn't really care about Aether. Aether wasn't really too much of a problem in my opinion. Cosmo Dark Destroyer at 1. Oh man, people are probably going to be happy about that. Kieran at 1. Yes. Yes. Alright, that's all. Well, I wish it was forbidden because it's so good, and plus it's searchable. If it's literally near unbeatable and it's searchable, that's way too fucking overpowered. Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. Okay, so they didn't hit Dante, so I guess they still are trying to look upon Burning Abyss, but they didn't really hit too hard. Emergency Teleport, wasn't that at 2? Uh, okay. I mean, I don't really care about Emergency Teleport, because it doesn't really hurt many things. You're just trying to hit Cosmos, but, I guess they're trying. I mean, at least they got Dark Destroyer. Uh, Pantheism of the Monarchs. Yes, okay. I always did say only limit Pantheism. Everything else is good, but I do see Monarch Stormfort there. Pendulum Call at 1. I don't know if I agree with that or not, because, I mean, it does get you your scale, but it when it's top decked, it's kind of bad. The only time that's really, really nice is at the start of the game or at the late game, and you actually have cards to discard for it. Um, then we have Monarch Stormfort, which lots and lots of people said limited, but I truly don't think it needs limited because that was like one of the only outs it had to, like Kieran, Dark Destroyer, Beatrice, Dante, all these big ass monsters that just sat there and the Monarchs couldn't really get over it without being punished or something. Now we're into the newly semi-limited Maxi. Okay, so, they didn't really need to do that because Maxi is basically a suggestion of you to stop doing your plays. Well, and I've heard the saying before, I forget from where. Maxi is basically a suggestion that you should stop your plays. Ooh, thunder. Okay then. Yeah, there's a bit of thunder around here. And then Effect Veiler is your opponent telling you to stop doing your plays. Thunder King Ryo at 2. I don't know about that one. That I'd like to see that and see how that goes. I guess they're trying to test the waters with him. Wind Up Magician. Okay, so they are kind of looking at Wind Up Magician again. I mean, not just Wind Up Magician, I mean the wind ups in general. Maybe they're trying to bring them back a little bit. Uh, Now we're into the newly unlimited Gold Sarcophagus. Okay, so first off, we have Thousand Eyes Restrict. I think I said Thousand Eyes Restrict either getting semi or unlimited because he didn't do anything whatsoever. Only reason he really got in big trouble was because of Metamorphosis with Scapegoat and all that bull, apparently. Uh, then we have Allure of Darkness. I do like that because the only decks that really could use that to their advantage was dark decks, and even then, usually only Cosmo used it or Blackwings. And seeing that Cosmo's kind of got hit, maybe they're saying, yeah, maybe you guys can play some more dark decks. Seeing that the new meta coming up is probably going to include like some stuff like frogs and all that. What I don't like is that they drop Maxita too. That kind of hurts people because when these frog decks go off, or any deck for the sort, it's going to be harder to have your Maxi in hand. And then Gold Sarcophagus. I did not. I thought Gold Sarcophagus was already at 3. When did that thing get limited or anything? Was it semi or limited? Because I know it wasn't banned. That's strange. So yeah. That's about it for all of that. My general reaction to that is, well, uh, truthfully, for Cosmo, I could care less about Dark Destroyer. Dark Destroyer, I really could care less about. It was Farm Girl that I did not want. I wanted Farm Girl banned. Because, for those of you who say, Farm Girl wasn't broken, that Farm Girl needs to be in the deck, explain to me why you think Farm Girl should be in the deck. And first thing that comes to mind is the OTK that you can pull off with her. And I mean, limiting Dark Destroyer makes it a tiny bit harder, but still, it's able to be pulled off. If you have a ship on field or a ship in hand with another pilot, and you summon Farm Girl, you instantly win if your opponent can't stop you from attacking with Farm Girl or attacking with the other things. Because basically, if you don't know what the OTK is, simply you attack with Farm Girl, you activate her effect to pay 500, then you add Dark Destroyer to hand. And you either attack with your pilot or ship, then you use Farm Girl's effect to banish herself to some Dark Destroyer effect, destroy your ship, and if you had the pilot, you would have already trade out for the ship, and then your ship turns into something smaller or another pilot that you can simply go into, or even better, another Farm Girl, in which you keep reprising it, and you attack with Dark Destroyer, then you attack with the other thing, and usually it's OTK, which I very much did not like. And everybody always says Farm Girl's needed in that because it's basically the only good pilot. Well, you still have Sword Troopers, you still have Tin Can, you still have Strawman, you have all these other ones that you can still use, and everybody just disregards them for Cosmo Farm Girl whenever anybody ever says that it needs to get hit. And hopefully you guys understand that now. And understand what I mean by just Farm Girl get banned instead of Cosmo Dark Destroyer get limited. But I guess people will like Dark Destroyer at 1. I truthfully am kind of a little unhappy that Farm Girl wasn't even touched by the ban list. I guess Konami is just hitting random cards now with the Forbidden Limited list. Like last time we had Upstart Goblin, I kind of tried to explain it to myself that basically it slims down your deck to a simple 37, but if you really wanted to say that since it slims your deck down, you could include the Toon engine in which you play 3 Toon Table of Contents and a Toon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh, excuse me. Toon Blue Eyes White Dragon and some trade-ins. If you're playing Blue Eyes, you already have those. And basically what you would do is you would use Toon Table of Contents, search for another Toon Table of Contents, and do that until you had to search for Blue Eyes. Oh! Holy shit! Oh! Oh my lord. Oh! That looked like it was outside. Holy shit. Oh. Okay. If you don't know what that shit was, that was a lightning strike. That scared the shit out of me. Okay. Okay. So, let's kind of continue, I guess. After that kind of scared the shit out of me. Okay. Match Spectre Kieran, I am a little disappointed that it's not banned, seeing how well it was used in both the Worlds and in, some other events. I forget what they're called, but Kieran was used very well. In Worlds, they even made a simple game when it was summoned, but sometimes if I believe it was against Domain Monarchs, the person using the Pendulum deck made a misplay and kinda lost because of it. But yeah, c'est la vie. For some other stuff, I didn't really care about Emergency Teleport. Beatrice, I guess no one really looked at Beatrice, they just looked at Dante. I guess that's okay with Beatrice. I don't know. I really could care less about PK Fire. For Pendulum Call, I don't agree with that. I simply do not agree that needed limited. A semi-limit at most, for my opinion. I really care less about that one, because you can still bounce them. I believe it only says that they can't be destroyed, right? Something like that. Monarch Stormfort, I don't really think that needed limited, because it was just pantheism that was out of control. I mean, and as I said before, Stormfort was there out to big ass monsters or monsters they could not destroy by battle or anything of that sort. So with that limited, they kind of had to think more proactively on how to use it, or if they should have their prime in grave or on field, so then they can shuffle it back into the deck, so then it may be searched later by a reprised pantheism. For semis, the Max C I kind of disagree with, because he kind of was a little scare factor for your opponent who would special summon a lot, and kind of a factor to help your opponent. So, and with the new Yang Zing Metapho, when you would drop Maxi, usually that would be very, very good, because you would draw a shit ton. Wind Up Magician, I am a little happy about, because now they're kind of sneaking wind-ups back in. More lightning, okay. Yep, there's the lightning. Okay. Thunder King Ryo, I guess they're just trying to sneak him back in. And Thousand Eyes Restrict, Allure Darkness, and Gold Sarko. Okay. Uh, I guess everybody kind of guessed that Thousand Eyes Restrict would get unlimited because it simply was not used in the meta. If it was, it'd be very few times that you would see it, because the only time that it would be brought out is if somebody instant fused into it. The greatest problem with it is that it has to target, and most of the stuff in this now yesterday meta, I guess, we'll see how the meta changes with this ban list and with all the new cards coming out. I'm just going to call it the yesterday meta for now, since everything was basically untargetable or unaffected by card effects. It kinda made it where Thousand Eyes Restrict was not a good plan to go for. I personally tried doing the instant fusion for Thousand Eyes Restrict thing. It did not work out well because most of the time everything would be untargetable or something of the sorts. And Aether, I don't really care about Aether. I mean, everybody would say, oh, the Aether and Monarch Stormforth combo or something. And, I mean, sure? Basically, Aether was, again, just one of the bigger hitters who could bring out something to next to near search it. And, yeah, that's about it for Aether. I can't really explain that. I don't really know personally why they would hit Aether. I've gone against a bunch of Monarch decks, and truthfully the only thing that you had to worry about most of the time was either a Thestalos or a Erebus. And yeah, Seer, I believe Seer is the one who specials from Grave. I guess he's kind of good because, well, I mean kind of good at one, because now you have to kind of think, should I truthfully use my Seer yet, or should I wait and bring back a Dante later on, or something of the sorts. So yeah, I did call Monkey Board though. I said Monkey Board was running rampant still, and was basically top deck of the century card. So yeah, I did guess that one right. And basically everything else, like, oh yeah, Pantheism, I did guess right. And I believe I said Thousand Eye Restricted 2 or Unlimited. I forget. It's been a bit of time since I looked at my suggestions for the ban list. And yeah, that's about it for this video. So if you guys did like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more from us at M2K Studios. I'm pretty sure Koi will be releasing his reaction unless you already seen it. And that's about it. So, bye-bye.